when I know it's time to do a reading, but I haven't received a download of what the reading is to be about, what I do is I come over here and I pull cards from the decks I'm going to use, and I am told what the reading is about. This is powerful. This is a reading from my Raziel collective. So the Raziel collective tends to be, I notice, the ones who watch and are pulled to the Raziel collective tend to be the masculines of the counterpart, but you don't have to be. A lot of feminines who have trouble with trust issues, and understandably so, are called to watch the Raziel collective to gain more trust in this masculine. So however you identify within this dynamic, it's here. This reading is about a divine masculine who has grown, but also both people having balance been grown in their life. Both people have, in this dynamic, really released a lot of anger issues. Not even just when it comes to love, when it comes to trust in many forms. When it comes to trust of self, forgiveness, understandings. There's balance. There's a masculine that is wanting to very much be a stable part of this feminine's life. I'm going to try to switch into not saying feminine, masculine over and over again, because it can be repetitive, but it's really imperative also to remind you who is speaking in those moments. You see, this is soul tie. This is a divine counterpart, and the Raziel is a divine counterpart collective. Willpower, like passion leading by example. So this reading is about a complete forward movement and trust that it is time for a divine connection to go forward. That's all I keep hearing. All day, every day, is it's time to continue to trust. The highest timeline is here. And it's just prevailing. You're going to continue to release not only the people that no longer serve, but the parasite in your mind that tries to tell you you're not enough. Literally releasing alliances, things that no longer serve you. Bees are a big forward movement. Gold is a big forward movement. Maybe recently you've lost a piece of jewelry you lost a piece of jewelry or something and you found it, or you found its way back to you. That's a form, that's a sign of what's meant for you. It comes back always. This is interesting. Alright, one more set. One more set of cards for the time. What we got? A lot. Okay, I see why they made me do that. Okay, so masculine. That's who I'm center focused talking to. From here on out, when you hear me say you, that means I'm talking to the masculine. When you hear me saying them, that means I'm talking about the feminine. Alright? So masculine, this is your forward movement. You've been very patient about a connection, but the real thing you've been patient with is yourself. The whole reason for this was so you could find the resilience within yourself to not give up on your dream and see that everything else in your life is an enhancement. You really do have the control of what's going on in your life by remembering the energy you send out and not avoidance of 3D world signs as well. Not letting what if stop you. The masculine, you are to give that compelled forward movement. You've been called to ask somebody out on a date, or not, maybe even something set as a date. Maybe not saying the words date, but finding a way to hang out. You've been so clear, and Spirit wants you to know that you are able to share. This person sees that you are comfortable. You are not somebody that needs to flaunt wealth, but you are also somebody that allows yourself to be rewarded. Spirit wants you to be very much in celebration and enthusiastic, and know that this is guided. You know if this is your reading, okay? This is a person, the Raziel Collective. Remember, the YouTube collective readings are the closest I can get to a personal reading without you requesting one. The Raziel Collective is a divine counterpart collective. They are a collective who has not been in full separation in a moment. You guys have been back in each other's lives at least for a couple of months, and there's been slow, steady growth. Spirit says for you, it was never meant to happen to full completion until you were able to wash away who you no longer were, what parts of you no longer served, the parts of each other that were never supposed to meet. See, both of you are going to bring compromise into each other's life, this balancing effect, this more than yin-yang, like a change of perspective, somebody that really grounds you. You both feel like you have had a lot of people who stabbed you in the back, and it's true, okay? But this is a person, you going forward, they love that about you, that ability, that ability, the resilience to just get up and go. Your connection's different. You're not just anybody to them. You reaching out, you asking again, would not be seen as clingy, or if you're even wondering, weird or wrong to them. No, because you're not just anybody to them. You're this strong-willed person that prevails and goes forward, and they have a deep attraction to. Masculine, you've been needing confirmation that you've been guided to ask this person to go forward, to meet up again for the first time, yada yada, however it resonates. And this is your confirmation that you're correct. And what else do we have? We're gonna have some placement signs. Wow. So the energy, the masculine, you are sending and forwarding on to your divine. Well, number one, they could be an Aquarius or a Leo sign. Whoever your feminine is. They could have Aquarius, a Leo placement. As we speak, you're sending them protection. They can feel how protected your connection is. They see you as a big adventurer. There's a lot of air signs within this placement, and with the green adventuring, like this is about like releasing disappointment, letting go of control in the way of meaning, knowing you're safe and you can have unconditional faith. The energy you're sending them is protection, and you're doing everything right. You are following the pace. I will open my heart. You continuously open your heart. You continuously show this feminine. You do have self-control. You have self-control, and you don't let fear stop you. They see you as a very creative source. You're sending them creative and loving energy. This person hasn't given you a lot of attention because they're so scared. They were. And they are still in this moment scared, but we're helping them release it by acknowledging it and being able to say it to you. This person has dealt with a lot of jealousy and envy and arguments and possessiveness in their life with past relationships, and they're done with that. And this masculine is like, I'm just going to continue to show you. That's the farthest thing from what I am. You are to be with me because you want to, not because you feel like you have to. I'm to add to your life. You talk to me because we're meant to talk to each other, not because we're supposed to. The energy of the feminine setting the masculine. Well, the masculine very well could be either a Gemini or a Capricorn, or could have placement. Again, with the air signs, the communication, it looks like the feminine sending a lot of fast, passionate energy. There's a lot of desire that this feminine has for the masculine. Their soul really does yearn to see where the furtherness it can go. There's a lot of sexual energy. The feminine actually feels a lot of sexual energy, but it stems from here because the feminine sees how much the masculine really truly cares about them, and that they're very special, very unique, and they make very intentional signs. They love the romantic nature about the masculine. So masculine, you are correct. There is these signs. You are to make that next step when it is guided. Okay? And this is very much connected to one of the readings I just filmed for on a collective reading. I know that a sign for the masculines within this dynamic is gorillas. You're going to see a gorilla, and that's going to be like your, okay, let's get it. It's time to say, hey, you want to go here? Can I take you here? Would you like to share this with me? Yada yada. All right, that's what I got for y'all today, Raziel Collective. Let's get this shit. And if you're the feminine watching, you can trust them. All right? All right. Let's get it. All right, what extra do we have? There has been so much growth for this masculine, and Spirit wants you to know honestly what they're proud of about you. This is more about you than anything else. You sent nothing but unconditional love out the world, so now it's coming back. What you send out comes back 3 times multiplied, and that's why they made sure it would be able to hit you like with that intensity. You're grateful, and the universe is grateful for what you have done for this world. And Spirit saying, let us give back to you. Let us show you that gratefulness that you continue to show us every day. The universe says they're in a very loving relationship with you, and that you're deserving of all of this abundance. And it's safe to proceed forward. Your lives are going to meld and melt together. Hell yeah. Let's get it.